and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Number 53. Mike 53.
Snap.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 38-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Don't get nervous. Hey, watch this, watch this.
Pilot, 64, weak. Let go.
Throwing, Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is a modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13.
Let's get it together.
Now Saquon Barkley. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
This is Gallman, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. That's complete to Gallman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Ready.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Alert, alert. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Nice, nice, sweetheart.
Man 5-7.
Mike 6.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
I got you, punk.
Throwing is Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Complete to Deshaun Jackson. It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
50's the mic, 50's the mic. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Down the man inside, down the man.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Bravo.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
50's the mic, 50's the mic.
We own them. We own them.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We go set. 70, Indy.
Watch the car, watch the car.
Check up. Defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Now Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Well, that play was over before it even gets.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Lou, hey, Lou.
Stay situation. Let's go. No. Hey, empty. Under 10.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. We got 5-7. Mike 41. We got to wedge that, huh? I'm coming for you.
Here's Wentz to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Let's get off the field, D.
Great 15.
50. Mike's 50. Watch the screen.
Hey, dude.
Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Pull it high. Get it.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Slam. Check 43.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. Ready.
From the gun, Jones. And Tate's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 24-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go, dude.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
80 weapons. Step.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Mike 50, Mike 50. You look right now.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Ford Tokyo.
Army. Hey, alert.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On the double.
58 to Mike.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Get it. Let's make these
Looking to throw. Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
At the 46-yard line.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh.
53, Mike 53.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Bang, 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 bang.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Gallman. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Check, top 5.
Jones off the play fake. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their 1st, but at least it's 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
What we got? What we got? Check! Check 15, check 15. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
On second down, it's Coleman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Sunday.
Now Wentz on third down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Mike's 50, Mike.
Hey, exit. Mike 50, Mike 50. What's that?
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Davis now to return it. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turn him loose.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. It's a 6-yard pick. Pick up, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I'm trying to collect. Clear.
Joker.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 4. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Rip right.
They'll run with Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Albrecht Rosas on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. We still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage that they need.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
14, 82, 14. Hey, orbit.
50 to Mike. Bring it.
Wentz going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Barkley. Up to make the stop, the Pro Bowl safety, Malcolm Jenkins. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Check 53's Mike.
61, Matchbox Lights. Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That one caught by Ellison. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, high 7.
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance?
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
They've really been able to contain Alshon Jeffrey. That catch a rare exception in this game.
And that's a feather in their cap because he's such a tone setter for his team on offense that they try and get him the ball early. And, of course, what comes after that is often. And for them to limit him and him not catch a ball until the second half, it's a big reason why his team is behind on the scoreboard.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Watch the screen.
74, 74.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Smooth.
50, Mark 50.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They've bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back to throw. Jones. It's caught by Davis. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Barkley had his biggest game yardage-wise against these Eagles last year pretty early on in the season. 130 on the ground, 99 more through the air on 9 catches. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Check 26, check 20.
X3. 218, chop. Let's go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kareem Martin in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Go.
Wentz to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, the win is their 8th on the year. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they...
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Man can't ball like